They ask you to choose between a wealthy man and a giver. Which one would you choose to marry?
A wealthy man and a giver. Well, I will choose a wealthy man.
Hello everyone, hello my viewers. This is a Galvanize. I know you're happy for me. I'm back to the street. It's been a long time I've gone on a street interview, and thank you for loving me. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, my fans. I want to ask people, guys and ladies, I want to ask them questions about what they call the list. Some people have list. Many of us have the list of what we want to see in another man, list of what you want to see in another woman that you want to marry, someone you want to marry. So you prepare a list. So I want to know whether they found all they wanted in a woman. Let's see. Stay tuned. Don't go away. And also, if they are going to be choosing a giver or a rich man, which one would they marry? A giver or a rich man? Don't go away. I'll see you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is a Galvanize. What's your name?
I'm Janet.
Okay, Mrs. Janet. Miss Janet. Okay, Miss Janet. I want to ask you. First of all, before I ask you this question, I want to appreciate you. You are looking good.
Thank you.
And first, I want to ask you. There's what we call the list. That is what a woman wants to see in a man he or she wants to marry.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, can you tell us like 3 or 5 things that you love to see in the man you want to marry?
Okay. Thank you for that question. I would say I really love a man who is very caring.
Okay.
When it comes to caring, a man that knows what you need a particular time. Like you should know when you are happy, when you are not happy. Okay, yeah, understanding. Then I also like this man. Everybody wants a man that is wealthy. I'm sure you know that. Then thirdly, I also like a man who is educated. Yeah.
So those are the 3 things: understanding, caring, and education.
Yes.
And wealthy.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Now, okay, those 4 now. Have you found anyone that has those 4 complete?
Not really. But two of it. He has 2 of it, yeah.
He has 2 of it, but not everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you, if you are given a chance to choose a wealthy man and a giver, which one would you want to marry?
A giver.
Why would you choose a giver? Why?
Because givers never lack.
What if he's not wealthy?
No, there's no how it will be poor to that extent. I believe so. That no matter what, even if it's not that wealthy but average.
Or he can give you for what he has?
Yes.
Why do you think wealthy people cannot give you?
It's happening now. I'm sure you know about it. Before a rich man will agree to give out, you have to work for it. You have to labor for it before they can give you anything. That's it.
It's an amazing time with you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Hi, this is a Galvanize. Good afternoon.
Yes.
What's your name?
Mary.
Mary. Okay. Mary, I want to ask you this question. I want to ask you there's what we call the list. Like in a relationship, or you wrote things down that you want to see in another man that you want to marry. Like the things you want to see in your future husband. So what are the things you would love to see in that man? Like 4. Can you mention 4?
4. A hardworking man.
Okay, 1.
An understanding man.
That's 2.
A man that gives me attention, support, and care. And
But you have many. More than that.
that.
Okay. Now, have you seen anyone that has all of them?
No.
100%.
No.
Okay. So, I want to ask you now, if you have been given a chance to choose between a wealthy man and a giver, who would you prefer to marry?
A giver.
Why?
Some wealthy man, they have money. They have money, but they don't give care and attention.
So wealthy people don't give care and attention?
Yes. Not all. Some. Yeah.
So you rather marry a giver. Why? Okay. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is a galvanized. What's your name?
Favor. Favor.
Precious.
Precious. Okay. Favor, I want to ask you this question first. You know, you are looking up to marrying somebody later in the future. Yeah?
Yes.
So what are the things you would love to see in the man you want to marry? At least 4 things. Can you mention?
4 things. I'd say respect. I'd say respect is something that respect for my family, respect for me, my decisions, and my friends. And I would say a humble person that's love the braggy type. That I don't know if you get what I mean. And then I'd say you said 4, right? You said 4, right? I'd say someone that is loving. Just because of we are married, that he'll forget all the old things that we used to do. Then when we're still dating each other, when we're still courting, like I want a romantic kind of guy, and let's say someone that can take care of Misha.
So what about you? What would you love
Okay.
to see in a man you want to marry? At least 4 things.
Yeah. The first one she said is a girl that has respect. Like there are some guys that okay, they think when you get married to them, they can take control over you, and they don't have respect for your parents, your family, and everything. They talk to them anyhow. So I don't need that kind of guy. Someone that has respect, someone that is supportive, someone that is hardworking, and a guy that is caring.
Okay, this is really interesting. I want to ask one more question. If you are asked to marry, if you are given an option to marry either a wealthy man and a giver, a wealthy man that does not really dispense, but takes care of you, but he does not dispense, and a giver, which one would you marry?
A giver.
Why?
Because when you give out, a simple God bless you can go far.
But he's not wealthy now. How will he give you?
As long as he's capable of taking care of my needs, Adam. I don't really want a wealthy man that, I don't know if you get what I mean, but like, if he's a giver, when he gives out, a simple God bless you, even if it's pure water that you give to somebody and say, oh, thank you, God bless you, it can go a long way.
What would you do? Who would you prefer to marry? An option to marry a giver or a rich man that does not really give you like that?
I prefer a giver because they say give and it shall be given unto you. See, it's not about you being having or something like that, but I believe in if you should give someone something, you will receive double from it.
You are working with Dangote and Dangote does not give you money, but because you know that people know you as wealthy, you just want to marry you like that.
No, I can't marry a guy like that. I'm one kind of person that I wish to marry someone. I don't need you to have all the money in this world, just for you to be loving and support or something like that. There are some guys that even though they don't have, they're always lazy. I don't like that kind of guys. Like, at least you always want to do something. I understand that when you're hard,
they are trying their best.
Yeah, they are trying their best to have, but you don't need to have all the other thing. I love a guy that gives, because when you give somebody something, there's always a saying that you shall also receive yours.
I think I want to ask you, are you sure what you just said? Because I know someone, that said that you should just be rich. Let me just be following you. He gives me or he not give me. So long people know my husband is rich. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate you. Good afternoon, man. This is a galvanized. What's your name?
I'm Blessing.
Okay, Mrs. Blessing, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you, before you got married, you have what we call a list of things you want to see in the man you want to marry. Can you share 4 of those things out of all those things?
When I met my husband, we dated for like 9 years. Inside that 9 years, we separate because he double dates. So when I give him this dance, I try another person, but I didn't see what I see in my. Yes, he's a caring man. Sometimes he can nag, but later he will come, we will settle. He's a very gentleman. Everything about him is good. Next month that will be 9 years in marriage. But ever since I married him, we haven't fights. Nobody separate us. No family member come to settle us. We quarrel, we settle between ourselves.
But does he have all the things 100%?
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I want to ask you, if you were given an opportunity to marry between a giver and a rich man, who would you prefer?
I like a giver. How?
A giver and a wealthy man.
No, I want a giver man.
Why?
Because if he doesn't have, you will know. But if he have, you will know. But a wealthy man, he will be giving you money, but you will not have that happiness, as in peace of mind.
But is it all of them?
It's not all of them. I'm not judging all the rich men, but I can tell you like two or three people. They are my friends' husbands. So
a rich man that is stingy and a giver, a man that does not really have what he gives.
yes,
So you prefer that one?
Yes.
That your
Yes.
husband is rich.
yes. Because with time, when the person that is giving you, but with time, if he have, he will always definitely give you. But a rich man that's stingy, only when he wants to meet you, that's when you give him money. Apart from that, he will not give you anything.
Thank you for your time. Good afternoon, ma. What's your name?
My name is Blessing.
Mrs. Blessing, this is a galvanize. I want to ask you one question. Like you are married,
Yes, of course I'm married.
there's what we call the list. Like the things you want in a man that you want to marry. So I want to ask, what are the things you like in a man that you want to marry or you're married? That time when you were young, you wrote list. So
What do I like for a man to
when you wanted to
want to marry?
those
A
things
man that is very caring, a man that is hardworking, and two more again. Okay, a man that is very caring, very hardworking, and fear of God, and having respect for my family.
Okay, so I want to ask you, I know the four is not the only thing you want in a man. So all those things that you want in a man, have you seen everything? Or in your husband, does he possess everything that you have on that
Yeah,
your
he's
list?
trying.
He's trying, but does he have 100%?
Yes, he have trying. They are trying.
So, had it been now, okay, if you were placed to marry, like they gave you a chance to marry, if you are going to marry a wealthy man or a rich man, which would you prefer?
A wealthy man, rich man,
Yes. A wealthy man and a giver.
as a giver. I prefer to giver.
Right.
Because a wealthy man sometimes they don't have time for their family. They are not caring. Their whole time they're always busy, carpentry, crop. But a giver man, at least you have time for the family. When you come back for work, you go and stay with family and discuss how the family will move forward. But a wedding man don't have time at all.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is a galvanize. What's your name?
My name is Oluwatosin.
Oluwatosin. Oluwatosin, I want to ask you. You know, there's one thing they call the list. I don't know if you know. There's one thing they call the list. That is the things you want to see in a man that you want to marry in future. Like the things you like in a man that you want to marry. So I want to ask if you can mention 4 things you would like to see in a man you want to marry.
Well, the 4 things okay, like for me, I like a man that is mature. And the man that do not used to get angry easily too, and the man that have an intelligent, like, yes, the one intelligent. 3, 4, I like the one with handsome and cool guy. Yes. Finish, it's fun now.
You
No,
want
no,
to be
no.
getting him
No,
married.
no.
You don't want him to get
No,
married.
no,
I want to ask you. Now, if they ask you to choose between a wealthy man and a giver, which one would you choose to marry?
A wealthy man and a giver. Well, I will choose a wealthy man.
So why?
Because a giver man, if I don't even know how to explain it, like I don't know how to explain.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, you're welcome. Yes, you're welcome.
What's your name?
My name is Monday Arroyo Hana JB.
Hey, Mr. Monday, are you married?
Yep, I'm married.
Okay, I want to ask you, before you got married, there's one thing that they call the list. That is what the things you want in a woman that you want to marry.
Yes.
So you say you like this, so my woman must have these things before I marry her.
Yes.
So what are those things? I mentioned like 3 or 4 that you can mention.
Yep. What I will mention here is one thing is character. You have to know the type of woman you want to marry, and then number 2, patient, and number 3, all men nowadays look at the structure of the woman and the good training that she have from the background. And before you marry, you're supposed to know the parents of the girl that you wanted to marry, what type of the parents, what type of the family the girl is coming from. So that's the 3 or 4 like that.
Okay, now you are married.
Yes.
Do your wife possess all of these things? Does she have everything? Or she has some, she don't have?
Yes, my brother. So nowadays I would say yes, she's trying, because now it's not up to 1 year our wedding now, so I don't notice anything wrong now. So I'm appreciating her for what she have been.
Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you very much.
I really appreciate.
I appreciate you for your
Yeah,
time.
welcome. Yeah, thank you so
Welcome.
much. Yeah,
All right, sir.
yes.
Oh yes, we are finally back from the street, and we've heard what they said. We've heard all these things. You see, when you make a list of something you want to see in your spouse, your future spouse, your husband to be, your wife to be, I want to tell you that you cannot find everything on that your list in one man. You find them in different man. So what do you need to do? You just have to go for the highest on your list, because you will not find everything. You find a tall man but he's not wealthy. You find a wealthy man but he's not caring. So you might not see everything you need in one man. Yes, you just have to just be with that man and just focus on that man and be disciplined enough to stay with that man. And also, if we're given an option to marry a giver and a wealthy man that does not really give, I would just say go for a giver. That's my opinion, not your opinion. You have your opinion, drop it in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share to all social media platforms. I still remain your friend, a galvanize. A galvanize me, a galvanize you, and I celebrate you. Say no to depression. See you in my next video. Catch you.